So we're going to get into some action there in just a moment. I've been working on Giant Growth Elixir on the Paladin, and because I'm a mixologist, which you get at Alchemy 50, you actually get a slightly bigger and longer duration on them. So instead of 20 minutes for the Giant Growth Elixir, we'll get 40 minutes. And it's a substantial growth difference. I mean, it's pretty big, you know what I'm saying? And to give you some perspective, I mean, look at the moonkin. I mean, I'm standing there and I'm pretty tall. We'll get to Hellfire in just a moment. Look at me standing next to a night elf. Like, I mean, look at that. It's pretty impressive. If I'm standing next to a human, I am taller than the human. Okay? It's like I'm taking over. And it's pretty cool. Oh, there. That's what a normal dwarf would look like, to give you the perfect perspective. I mean, look at that. Holy guacamole. That is just a sight to behold. Anyhow, I did the same thing with my gnome Death Knight. He's an alchemist. That way the potions last twice as long. Someday I'll get the, the alchemy up high up there so I could become an elixir master. I also moved my microphone around. It's a little bit closer to my field of view, but it doesn't obstruct my screen at all. And it makes it that I can turn the microphone actually easier. And it's just better overall. I like the sound of my voice. Again, it's the difference between having it like this before, which is not bad. This isn't like terrible sound. But as soon as I get better, because this microphone does the whole proximity effect, you could tell it really changes everything when I'm talking right into it, versus like if I'm all the way over here. Talking like that, you could probably still hear me, but this is like so much better, right? That's what's called the proximity effect. Anyways, never mind the life lessons of the microphone. Let us get back to where we belong in Hellfire Peninsula, lagging like a mad bastard in here. Same thing with Winter Grasp, and that, is just the way it is for this game. With the classic Wrath of the Lich King, it has nothing to do with my computer being a shitty pissant computer, because it's far from. Look at the size of my bird. That sounded really raunchy. But anyways, yeah, we just okay, we'll leave that one alone. It's a pretty massive bird, if I do say so myself. I mean, look at that. He's on a dragon, and my anyways. I've said it enough. We are going to fly to the temple of Tel Hamat.
Be well.
And again, the idea with this is just to continue where I left off before, because it's been a little bit since I've made a video there. For a while, I was doing one almost every day. Then I got burnt out. I was covering some gaming news and whatnot. And this is just to showcase the areas again. That's really all it is. It's just to kind of go down memory lane. Now, Outlands hasn't changed in that this is classic Wrath of the Lich King, but it doesn't matter if you're doing retail or classic. Wrath of the Lich King just doesn't change. At least as far as I know, it just does not change. All of Outlands looks the same, even if you log into retail. So this whole like, ooh, it's Hellfire Peninsula gameplay. I mean, I don't know. There's just something about it to me that it's less relevant for me to do that. Although I will probably record a couple of videos per zone to do it. I may just end up titling this series in Outlands and then moving forward to simply, Outlands gameplay part 1 or random Outlands gameplay, so that that I'm in Outlands, just not the zone I'm in, because I'm getting a little bit lazy, and I don't know if I care to start taking screenshots of every area that I'm in, but that's called putting in the work, so I may or may not do it. I don't know. But again, yeah, I really don't know. So why am I even showcasing this? I don't even know. The whole classic thing was one thing. That made more sense to me, because not everybody's got access to playing classic. I mean, they do if they're playing retail, but they don't necessarily want to play it, is what I mean by that, because it's a lot of work. It's very time-consuming. I'm just excited for Hogwarts Legacy, WWE 2K23 that's going to come out soon. Those are going to keep me busy for a while, because like I said, this year, I don't know, and I've been saying this for a couple years, but something's got to give. I have the potential to be able to get a decent amount of views for what I consider decent for myself. You know, I average between 7,000 and 8,000 views a day, and I have been. This is going on my 5th year now, and I've been very consistent, you know, over 250,000 views a month on average, 250,000 views roughly. So every 4 months, boom, 1 million views. And again, it's nothing to brag about. I'm just saying for me, that's like, oh shit, that's pretty good. I mean, you know, I got 25,000 subscribers, and basically every 3 days, roughly, right? The amount of subscribers I have is how many views I'm getting on my channel. That would mean like somebody that I like that's got 1 million subscribers, they would have to get 1 million views every 3 days. Exactly, that's my point. So proportionately, I'm doing quite bloody fantastic for myself. But yeah, this is essentially just for the fun of it, really. This is just like dicking around. You know, I took a couple of moments there before I even started, you know, actually getting to the point. I would have done a little bit of a better job. There we go.
You wish to buy?
In the older zones, but for this, like I said, because anybody can view this, it doesn't even matter anymore. This is like a gamer vlog. It's just shooting the shit. I'll figure it out once I'm done recording what I even want to call it to begin with. But yeah, that Hogwarts Legacy, I have a feeling it's going to keep me busy for a bit. I might even get back on track with The Witcher 3 now that that bug for battle preparation's been fixed. That'll be really, really neat. And playing the Death Knight, by the way, because we all know how crazy overpowered they are in PvE, especially when you play as Blood or any other spec, really.
Well met.
It made me actually appreciate my Paladin a little bit more. I was like, wow, you know what? You are pretty badass. Why do I feel like this is really loud? That glitch is still there. No, everything's balanced. Okay. Holy cow. I got a few different game sound outputs. The sound cache. Don't know why it's... Okay. Whatever that was.
What brings you here?
All right. We're going to be getting close to Zangarmarsh, I think, soon, because we're kind of sort of near the tail end of that area. I'm also going to be dropping skinning, because all my guys are going to be alchemy, like I said, for the purpose of what I've been talking about. I only need 90 alchemy to be able to make the giant growth, and then I only need an alchemy of 50, so even lower for the mixology perk. And after that, just herbalism. But herbalism's a bit boring. Paladin can move really, really, really fast. Druid, not as much. Death Knight can move fast. So, I don't know. We'll just kind of see how it goes. And as I said here, it's pretty wild with Retribution Paladin. I mean, I barely take, you know, any damage even on characters my own level. Some of my armor is still like in the 50s, and you know, from a different whatchamacallit era from the old Azeroth. I don't even want to skin these anymore. I just want to get to the point. Can't pull them too far or they'll take off. But yeah, Paladin, especially Ret. Holy's actually really good. I actually went dual spec Holy. I got rid of my Prot. Because Prot is shit. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking smack. But unfortunately, what's happening with Prot is the mana is just poo-poo. It's the absolute worst. I mean, you can't compare that to a Death Knight or my Druid. I don't need, like, 3 tanks. That's just ridiculous. So what am I doing? I'm having him be my healer because my Death Knight can't be a healer. My Druid can't be a healer because I don't want him to. I almost said Holy Druid. It's kind of funny. Resto Druid is shit in terms of DPS, and you're like, that's because it's a healer. Now it's because when you use balance skills, you're not getting anything that's going to help you mitigate the mana usage, right? Whereas, you know, like a Holy Priest, a Holy Paladin, you actually have holy offensive skills, right? Just like Resto Shaman, there's no Resto offensive spells. You got to use all elemental stuff, right? So it makes it so that it's just not as good from a mana perspective and DPS perspective. I mean, yeah, Resto Druid just like, ugh. But it's fun to play, though. Paladin is just fun because of the borderline infinite mana, and I've already tested that multiple times back when I was playing retail in, you know, BC, Wrath of the Lich King, all the other expansions. So that's why I've decided to do this. The whole ret thing wasn't even supposed to be a thing. It was supposed to be holy and prot. Tanker heals. Not the stereotypical DPS like everybody else does. As you can tell, I'm just keeping it on Crusader or I mean, I'll take a little bit more damage. I'm just too fucking lazy, to be honest. I just don't care. I just really don't care. And the difference is there, a smidgen. Not really, but kind of is. Okay, maybe I'll do it. But as you can tell, not quite as powerful as my Death Knight. But I can kill pretty fast. I don't know why I'm bothering with the skinning. I'm just going to end up dropping it. I'm probably going to keep it on... I don't know. It's kind of weird because I don't need everybody to be able to fish. I don't need everybody to be able to pick up the earth root that I need. I don't need any other herbalists, really. So I don't know. It's kind of... That's something else I haven't really figured out, to be honest with you. Am I going to keep at least one skinner? I think like I should. Skinning and alchemy is a very odd mix, but because I'm using the synergy between multiple characters, in this particular instance, it's not as weird. Look at the draw distance, of that Fell Reaver. I mean, you could just see him forever. And I don't recall that being the case when Wrath of the Lich King was retail. I almost said when it was relevant. It's still relevant. So let's figure it out. Right now, with my armor, I mitigate 40.69. 69. But if I increase my armor, it's almost a 4% damage mitigation. Whoops, I keep going on the horse. Don't need that. And then see, I keep forgetting Crusader Aura. And that's the advantage of the Death Knight, right? Especially when you're unholy with on a pale horse, which I did do. Because it's just like a passive ability at that point.
What brings you here?
Colossal Menace. I'm kind of tempted to do this one.
Good luck, friend.
Colossal Menace. I mean, I'm 62. I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. Yeah, see, 63 plus, you need a group. I don't know. I really don't know. Let's, you know what they say, fuck around and find out. The more you want to find out, the more you gotta fuck around. Ouch. Yeah, so when that procs, I should definitely heal myself. Seriously? Little pipsqueak. What the heck is that? Might as well heal myself here. Yeah, these guys do heavy damage because they're still elite, even though they look small. Still packing a punch. I mean, I might as well, because this is definitely not something I would have been able to do with almost any other class. I mean, maybe like a hunter or something like that. But in terms of like just regular melee, probably not. I mean, I normally don't drink. Like for mana, that is, because I normally don't need to. But I figure for this, I might as well. Yeah, so much for needing a group. I still haven't gotten my Avengers Wrath thing, whatever it's called. You know, the wings there. Okay, so only... Come on. Because that is actually... It's actually quite painful. So we can understand why you normally would need a group for this. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I picked up a little crust thing. Oh, this starts a quest. I guess I can't decline it after I've accepted it now, can I? Again, normally don't drink, but I got to a little bit here. A little bit boring just watching me kill these elites. Yeah, I might as well use it for healing. Keep my mana up with judgment. It's just so good. Yeah, it does. It does accumulate like really, really fast. Like I can easily see myself, you know, screwing this up. But I mean, I'm 3 for 3, and I only need to take out 2 more. But you can easily see if I was like 1 or 2 levels below, or didn't have this fabulous blade of the misfortune, it would be a misfortunate tale for me, indeed. Because the closer I could get to 63, the better. Because Hellfire Peninsula, they want you to be like 60 to 62. I don't like getting into Zangarmarsh, you know, too early. And that's why I generally don't come to Outlands right at 58. I try and wait till 59, 59 and a half kind of thing. I just find it's just a little bit better. I always want to be ahead of the game. A couple of levels ahead. Oh, that one missed. That's not good. That's it. Proc it, baby. Gotta get rid of it. That one looked much, much better. All right, one more, is it? One more. Not even gonna drink. We're getting cocky now. But yeah, the other thing I like about the Paladin too that I've been enjoying more than the Death Knight is the fact that like the rotation's just so much easier. It's very static. It's not dynamic. You're just running on mana. Here's your cooldown for your Crusader Strike. Giddy up, let's go. Right? Whereas, like, literally with the Death Knight, it's not going to necessarily always be the exact same rotation every single time. So, I have to look at my skill bar much more often. Not exactly fun. Not really the end of the world either, I'm just sharing. I think Frost Death Knight's a little bit easier. Unholy and Blood. You know.
Can I assist you? Till next we meet.
Yeah, see, that one's pretty cool. And I wanted to do it because, look at that. You get a new Libram. This one reduced the base mana cost of your seal spells. Like, I give a shit about my seals. I mean, you cast it once every half hour. Whereas here, it increases the spell power of your Exorcism and your Holy Wrath spell by 120. So that's a pretty...
Be careful.
It's a pretty important thing. Now, I'm not gonna, you know, delete this one, but...
May the stars guide you. Illuminate your path.
Take the credit.
Be careful.
Anyways. You get the idea here. Oh. Oh, right. Then there's that other quest that's up here that's a little bit difficult. I don't know if I can actually... Is it natural remedies? I have an idea. Let's plant the shard in the ground. Oh, shit. Wasn't really supposed to start it, no?
I am honored.
Uh-oh. Yeah. So, in other news, do I have a chance? There's that quest that's, like, pretty rough. And I think I've already... Yeah, I know. Oh, shit. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting at. Oh, she did that. I was like, who did that? I just hope he doesn't have a bunch of little babies coming at me. Even if he does, I'll burn them all. Yeah, this is sort of like I don't even know what it's called. Natural remedies. I just don't remember.
What brings you here?
What do we got? Oh, looky. This would be good for my healing spec. It must be the evil... I don't even know. I don't know. Natural remedies. I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is this. I'm gonna kick a few boars' ass. Borat, whatever. We're gonna see how this goes for the drop rate. Because I forget if I'm supposed to use something. No, that's for the Void Walker. No. Tainted. Collect. I forget how I'm supposed to collect them. That's the thing. How do I collect? Do I need to collect? I may not need to. I don't know. I could have sworn you had to do something to collect it. Well, I'll just kick the crap out of a few and then that'll be the end of that. There you go. There's my answer. Yeah, so I'll only do this to a couple. Again, because I'm a lot bigger, it'll give the illusion that I'm running slower when I'm actually covering the same ground. Yeah, so just overall, I'm having a big blasty blast of a time with the Paladin overall between Ret and Holy. Whereas with the Druid, it's pretty much just like Feral. I haven't even gotten dual spec on him yet. But that's okay. I do enjoy balance as well for ranged, but I just haven't really bothered with it. I'm not in a rush. Just kind of living in the moment there. Come on. Again, it's just like nothing. And then my mana always stays practically full. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Like I said, I tried Prot and it was just ass. Like real doo-doo ass. A lot of people will be like, you're doing it wrong. No, bitch, I'm not. It's the nature of the beast. Prot Paladins are just not unstoppable killing machines without some mechanics that need to work in their favor in order to keep the mana up. I mean, hell, Holy, I can just go crazy. Ret, I can go crazy. Prot, I can't. But again, Bear Druid with the Rage, get it? And with the Death Knight, Runic Power, it's unlimited. I don't have to rely on shit. That's basically what it comes down to, is I don't like having to rely on anything for being able to do something as simple as just play the game and just plow right through it. It's no good to me. This is the one where I need to administer. Yes, okay. That's different. Except I've slaughtered them all. Oh, Peta. Help me with the hulking boar. Gonna do one more here, and then it's gonna be it. Done. Did it work? Yeah, it did. Because look at the... Yeah. It worked. Turn that in. That'll be it. You get the idea of what the zone looks like. I actually don't mind it too much, but aesthetically, not exactly as nice as like Zangarmarsh or something like that. And for a little bit of a bonus footage, I might give you a little sneak peek into that. I don't know if you're worthy of it, but we'll see. Okay, let's do that. Why not?
Goodbye.
Where am I supposed to go now? Yeah, I'm supposed to go there, then there. You know what? Whatever. Let us go into the Zangarmarsh. Almost 63. You know, the pacing's not all that terrible. I don't know. I would love to have the heirlooms that give me the 20% faster speed, but I'm kind of lazy to get a group together and do all the heroics for the emblems and all that bullshit on my druid. I'm just like, Then I got my elemental shaman. Like, it's just not digging it. And again, with the, whatchamacallit. I forgot what I was gonna say. Completely. Oh. Yeah, even with all my characters. Yeah, like I'm just, I'm having a blast. Actually, that's an inn right there. I don't need a flight path. But yeah, this is a nice little zone. Always stays like this. Oh, there you go. There you go. You could tell the difference now. You could see how much bigger my bird is compared to theirs. They don't, they're not really feeding their bird. I mean, look at that. Yeah, I know. I made your bird look small. Alright, that's it for this video. That was cringy enough as is. as always... Oh, there's another paladin. A Dwarf Paladin! You really are a... My goodness. Look at how much bigger I am. I'm just saying, it looks impressive. It looks impressive. I'm going to do a little flex. That's what happens when you take your creatine and your protein. Alright. If you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It does greatly help support the channel with that good old algorithm. If you didn't like the video, I don't really care. Go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'll bend it in half and twist it and, you know, break it off in your ass. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, obviously, that would be great now, wouldn't it? But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.